Hello, everyone. Welcome to your May video announcements. Happy May. And I've got a bunch of things to share, so I'm going to jump right in, starting with just an update on our capital campaign. We are getting there on both the capital campaign and annual pledge drive, but we need a lot more people to give. So right now we've got about 55 commitments and pledges, a few more pledges than that for our annual pledge drive. And last year we had over 170 pledges. So you'll see we're less than a third of the way there. We would really love to hear from you. I hope that you are having some good visits with your visiting stewards, that you're getting a chance to take a look at all the materials and think thoughtfully about your commitment and your pledge. And to motivate you a little bit, we have a challenge from a member of our congregation who has offered $100,000 in an extra donation if we get 60 new or increased commitments to the capital campaign before May 14th, which is our official end date. So we are about a quarter of the way through that challenge. That means we need about 45 more of you to make a commitment. It can be of any amount. It doesn't matter. But this is, if you've been wondering, is it worth it to make a small commitment? This is your time. It is absolutely worth it. We want you to be a part of this. So please get those in by May 14th or sooner. And thank you so much to everyone who has given so far. I am just blown away by your generosity. So much gratitude to all of you, and can't wait to hear from the rest of you. We do have other things going on too, including tonight our Racial Justice Working Group, which meets quarterly. It's open to anyone. It's not a set membership. Is meeting tonight at 7:30. We will be here at the church in room 6 or on Zoom. You can join us either way, whatever works best for you. I'd love to see you there tonight, and I'll drop the Zoom link in the comments in case you're going to join us that way. This Saturday, there's a couple of things going on. First of all, if you were here this past Sunday and heard Reverend Heidi preach from the New Hampshire Council of Churches, the New Hampshire Council of Churches is having our annual meeting this Saturday from 10 to 12. So if you liked what Heidi had to say and are curious about to learn more about the Council of Churches, this would be a great way to do so. It's from 10 to noon up in Concord at the Wesley United Methodist Church. And there's going to be a panel and a worship service and time to connect with other people from around the state who are doing justice work. So I'd love to see you there. I'll put a link in the comments to where you can register. Also this Saturday is our rescheduled potluck games and talent show. It's going to be a super fun night from 6 to 8. We'll start with a potluck and games in the dining room from 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8 is going to be the talent show in the sanctuary. You can also watch it on Zoom if you want to join us that way. We have a bunch of amazing acts lined up, so I think it's going to be a really fun night. And I'll put the link in the comments for you to RSVP. You can let us know how you want to participate, and if you can bring a dish for the potluck, things like that. But hope we'll see you on Saturday for some fun. On Sunday, it'll be our first service on the theme of creativity, and I'm going to be leading the service along with Charlotte Cardone, one of our youth worship associates, about creativity and destruction, and how destruction is a part of creation and creativity, and maybe an essential part. So join us for that. After the service, there's a few things going on. The social justice team is meeting, and they love new members, so you're welcome to join them. There will also be a Q&A with the capital campaign team, so if you have questions that you would like to get answered, that's a great time to connect with them. And later in the afternoon at 2:30, the young adults are gathering for a meetup, and you can reach out to Sadie if you want more info about that. Next week, Sadie is hosting a planning conversation for kind of a couple groups. First, the UU hikers, trying to get some hikes on the calendar for the next several months, and then adult faith formation for next year. And anyone is welcome to join. They'll be talking UU hikers and hikes from 7 to 7:30, and then adult faith formation from 7:30 to 8:30. So if you have ideas or interest in leading any either of those things, you can join Sadie 7 to 8:30 on Zoom, and I will put the Zoom link in the comments if we've got it. Next Thursday, May 11th, is the annual Drum Public Worship and Fundraiser. That's the Diverse, Revolutionary, Unitarian, Universalist, Multicultural Ministries. It is the UU People of Color National Organization, and they do a public worship every year on Zoom, and it's usually a fantastic service. It's also a fundraiser for them. And we are sponsoring as a congregation this year, and I also invite you to go. It is just a fantastic way to connect with UUs across the country, to get a little experience of drum and what they're all about. I'll put a link in the comments to more info and where you can register. And then I've got 3 quick save the dates. That is our end of the year picnic is happening June 4th after the service at Greeley Park. June 4th, 11:30 at Greeley Park. More details to come. Our annual meeting is happening noon on June 11th. That is the second Sunday of June, a little later than usual. It'll be both in the sanctuary and on Zoom. And finally, Caro is getting ordained by us and by First Parish in Portland, Maine, but hosted here in Nashua on June 17th at 3 p.m. That's a Saturday. So put those dates in your calendar. Picnic June 4th, annual meeting June 11th, and Caro's ordination on June 17th. That's what I've got for you. Thanks for listening to the end, and I hope to see you this weekend.